Tinahi Nawahuni.
Certainly, many tribes have gone through the loss of knowledge about their cultural heritage and their arts and crafts. One of the major pieces I think that the Caddo are known for, specifically in historic documents and knowledge passed down, was our River Cane traditional basketry.
I feel it's very important because in doing research, I found that there wasn't many references on how to do Caddo baskets. Even further research, I discovered that there was just a lack of knowledge. The continuity has been lost with the removals. The lack of resources to use. There wasn't any elders to access that information from. I was moved by the fact that there weren't many examples to even refer to that were identified as being Caddo. And at one point, of course, we were such a large group of people, but that's just important for us to relearn and revitalize our culture again.
I started and I came up and
It was definitely a very important part of our ancestral, cultural identity. And over the years, because of loss of knowledge from elders or not being practiced, it's just one of those things that slipped away from us, that got away from us, that we lost.
I think cultural preservation is extremely valuable because it's not only just for yourself, but like I said, sharing it, but then it's also a healing process as well. So healing generational trauma, healing as far as reconciling within yourself, where I come from, what is my value.
The reason why I chose to be part of the program is I have a passion for working with my hands. My dad taught me a few things with grass mats and grapevines when we were camping or outside, things like that, and I've always just loved it.
Well, for me, I've always enjoyed being very culturally active amongst my people, and for me it's a new experience to learn how to do new things I've always had interest in. And me, I've very loved art ever since a little child.
It is a good thing to be able to make this because you have to let go of yourself and allow yourself to be at peace and just being a part of it, and a part of me is going into it, and I know that it's not just a piece of material, but it's a part of who I am. It's a piece of who I am.
I've never done basketry before, but it's something I've really been interested in for a long time, just for like practical use even. It was definitely not daunting. I love learning it. I love working with my hands like that. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. Again, just finding kind of an art medium that I can play with and hopefully, take off with.
Everything that I've learned so far has mostly been self-taught. And so in order to learn better and efficient ways, and even honoring what they did and how well they did it, that needs to be passed on and continued. It's a true art.
these single ones that seem to get you.
And the different practical aspects, mats to cover your floor, keeping the moisture from their feet and keeping their food stores, their herbs from getting too damp. All those things are important to me. That is why I wanted to learn, but it's important to continue on those traditions and share that history and see where our people can take it in the future with artistic and contemporary influence.
Well, for me it's a little different because most people don't have my limitations, which me, I'm actually legally blind, so for me it's more reconstructing a challenge of how to do something that most people can't do in my limitation. It means that I can at least probably pass on, inspiration to other people, I would hope. That's what I kind of hope to strive for in my art, is to inspire other people.
I am fairly new to this. I've made a couple of coiled pine needle baskets in the past, but the weaving and the pattern, seeing the pattern, specifically the turkey pattern that we're making right now, the turkey is a very prominent part of our culture, and you can see it in many different activities that we do in our dancing, in our regalia, and our stories. Being able to do that really brings a lot of pride to me, and it's something that I'm going to take with me, and I'm going to be able to give to my family and to my tribe.